and welcome to each one of you today. Get ready. Today we have a gospel that's not easy and probably that will ask us for a little conversion. Jesus says to his disciples, "If your brother or sister sins against you, go and point out the fault when the two of you are alone. And if this doesn't work, then go see your brother or sister with another person, not to be two and just to gang up on the person, but probably more that that person can understand the other one more than she understands you." That can be an idea. And if this doesn't work, well, wait, keep silence, be patient. And Jesus goes on here and he says, if the offender refuses to listen even to the church, let such a one be to you a Gentile or a tax collector. That doesn't mean you have to reject the person. Jesus doesn't reject the Gentile or the tax collector. He even called one to be his apostle. But there's a time for each thing. And Jesus says, I love them, but this is not the time. Jesus tells us today to have an attention, a very special attention to each person. Each person has a holy and a sacred story, I would say. And we have to give an attention, a care to each person different from one to the other. If you're father, mother, grandparents, you know that you don't talk to your son or your daughter as you talk with your grandchild. You know that your four children are completely different, and you can't say the same thing to one another. You have to take care of each one. Look how he is and talk with him personally. And sometimes it doesn't work. So you come back with your wife or your husband. Not to gang up on them again, but just maybe the other one has another expression. And there's another way that you can come to a person, is with the communion of the saints. This is another part of the church. Remember that we have some people that are very, very sensitive to the Blessed Virgin. Whatever Mary asks, they just go out and do it. So don't be afraid to pray the Blessed Virgin for that person. Another person is for the souls of the purgatory. We have a little sister in the congregation who is always praying for the souls in the purgatory. But just imagine that they are there also to help us. And one time I had to speak with her and she seemed not to understand. So I asked the souls in the purgatory to help me and to make her understand. And it worked. It worked. Because they're living beings. They're the future saints who are going to enter in heaven. So they're there to help us also. But all this asks love, patience, and a lot of mercy. The most important is to take our time, but not during this time go into gossips. That's the worst thing we can do. Gossips will always break a family, break a relation, break a couple. Gossips is worse than COVID. I think it's a virus, the worst virus that can enter in the family, in the church, in couples. Because it comes in and it breaks everything. You have a little bit of truth, you have lots of lies, you have all this mixed up, and you have no communication. Gossip? No. But just be patient, pray, and keep silence. So let's go and see our beloved Lord and ask Him this patience that we need, one in front of the other. His name is love. His will is love. In God, all is love. But in our heart, it's a little different. So let's go and see Him and ask Him for His love so that we may love one another.
Ton nom, Seigneur, c'est de l'amour. Ta volonté, c'est de l'amour. Tes désirs, Seigneur, c'est de l'amour. Your